Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Trick or Rick's Basement Bar. Now that you guys are here, we say we make a cocktail. Grandpa's kind of thirsty, you know what I'm saying? I tell you what. So, um, Deb and I were watching TV today, and she said, "Hey," she said, I'm pretty sure that today's the Preakness." I said, "Okay, yeah." The hell is the Preakness? No, I knew. But the Preakness is, I believe it's number two out of the three, out of the Triple Crown. You got the Kentucky Derby, and then the Preakness, and then the third race. I don't think it's called the third race, but there's another one. Anyway, um, I was really never, into horse racing or anything like that, but I thought, you know what? Okay, let's give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? So we turned the channel, and lo and behold, what do you think we found on NBC? The Preakness. Yeah. Now the Preakness comes from it's in Maryland. They hold it in Maryland, and it's like I said, it's the second race of the Preakness of the Triple Crown, and so they had a couple preliminary races prior to the actual the main event kind of deal. And so we watched a couple of the preliminaries, and I thought, you know what? Boy, this is pretty damn good, because I mean, them horses, them suckers, they they don't mess around. You know what I'm saying? They're like really close and this and that. And so I said, yeah, this is pretty cool. I kind of like this. I'd never really actually seen a racehorse or a horse race. I'd seen a racehorse. I just hadn't seen a horse race. I'd never seen a horse race before. I thought this is pretty cool. And so. I thought, yeah, let's. So we watched it, and the winner of the Preakness, which is held in Maryland, was Napoleon Solo. Now Napoleon Solo, Napoleon Solo is not only the winner of the Preakness this year in 2026, it's also the name of the right hand man. The Robin to the Batman, if you will, of the Man from U.N.C.L.E. Oh yeah, back in the day, Napoleon Solo, he was kind of a bad dude, you know what I mean? And that was the name of the horse, the winner of the horse. That was the name of the horse. That was the winner. So, I thought tonight let's make us a cocktail in honor of Napoleon Solo, the winner of the Preakness. So. What we're going to do is I looked up the Black-Eyed Susan is the flower, the state flower of the state of Maryland, which is where the Preakness is held. So I looked up the recipe for also a cocktail named the Black-Eyed Solo. Not the Black-Eyed Solo. That's the Black-Eyed Susan. And so what I do is I just tweaked it a little bit. And we're going to rename the Black-Eyed Susan with a little tweak to the Napoleon Solo. So the first thing we need is 2 ounces of peach vodka. Now, in place of regular vodka, as in the Susan or the Black-Eyed Susan, we're going to put in AU Golden Juicy Peach vodka in place of the regular vodka, and we're going to make this a Napoleon Solo. Yeah. So, we need we need some crushed ice. My bad. So let's start this with some crushed ice, and I already got some in here, so what the fuck. Anyway, let's crush it up. This item right here is pretty dang handy. It makes some damn good crushed ice. Hello. It makes some good crushed ice. There we go. Alrighty, so let's put our crushed ice in here in our glass. There we go. All right, so we got a crushed ice in our glass. Now, We're going to put our 2 ounces of peach vodka, or I'm sorry, 1 ounce. 1 ounce of peach vodka. There we go. We're going to throw that in there. And then we need 1 ounce of bourbon. And so tonight we're using Old Tub Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Yep. So here we go. 1 ounce of bourbon. I got a feeling this is going to be quite the cocktail. You know what I'm saying? All right. Then we need 1 ounce of peach schnapps. So we got Arrow peach schnapps tonight. There we go. 1 ounce peach schnapps. We need 2 ounces of orange juice, which is about what we got left in this baby right here. Two ounces of orange juice, and then we need 2 ounces of the sweet and sour. So we got 2 ounces of sweet and sour here, and then we're gonna get this puppy going because Grandpa's getting thirsty. You know what I mean? And it's no secret. I'll tell you what. There we go. All right, so. Alrighty. Now let's get this nice and stirred up and chilled. Alright, sir. Now, let's pour this in our glass. See what we got. I'll tell you what, it's a good looking cocktail. And we're going to garnish it with an orange slice. An orange slice. There we go. So we got an orange slice here and also a cherry. So, let me just spear one of these babies, you know what I mean? There we go. There we go. Whoops. All right. So here's our version of the Preakness. Is today's winner of the Preakness, the Napoleon Solo. So let's give this a shot. Let me just say this about that. That's a damn good cocktail. So, if you're not as old as I am and you haven't seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E., you don't know who Napoleon Solo is maybe. But it doesn't matter because if you watch today's Preakness, you know that Napoleon Solo won the race. So, this is in honor of Napoleon Solo, both the characters of The Man from U.N.C.L.E., but primarily and predominantly today's winner of the Preakness. Congratulations. Have a good night, guys. Until we get together to make another cocktail, it's Strict Rick saying, I'm going to see you when I see you. Good night.